AITA for telling my elderly neighbor off for spraying insect killer. A couple of years ago we bought a house with a garden. Our elderly neighbor does not like change much, and we have had a few disagreements already about where we place the kids' swing set, the flowers we were planting, the pets we were keeping, etc. We've tried to be accommodating where we could. I have a few food-related health issues and therefore grow some foods myself because I need to eat a lot of fresh produce. My kids love the fresh fruit and berries too. When I was pregnant I spent weeks on my knees digging up a garden bed on a formerly unused plot of land where my property borders on said neighbors. I planted non-invasive berry bushes. Since my neighbor is retired already, she watched me working and we've talked about my plans and why I was doing it. Everything was fine. A couple of weeks later I was inside and movement outside made me look out of the window. I saw her boyfriend with a huge garden spray canister spraying something unrecognizable on their hedge at the border between our properties. He doused them thoroughly and a lot of the spray landed on my new bushes. I waddled outside and confronted him about it. He tried to deny it and hid the canister. After more insistence on my part, he confessed to treating his bushes to some insecticide. He kept denying that my plants were hit despite them being only 2 feet away and despite me seeing him do it out of the window. It took me 2 days of begging for my neighbor to show me the can so I could check what was used. Had it checked out by a doctor and a gardener. Turns out my produce could not be used for a whole year due to harmful ingredients. I told my neighbor off for poisoning the food my kids and me were planning on eating and for doing it secretly. No telling what would have happened to the baby. It was a lucky coincidence that I happened to spot them doing it. Now she's bad-mouthing me in the neighborhood and I was approached by people about being unreasonable. She can do what she wants in her garden. And I am too paranoid and sensitive. When they were kids they ate food after it had been sprayed and nothing bad happened. Am I really the asshole here? Edit formatting.